Welcome to Inside Outboards with your host, Kodibass. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big hello to all you new subscribers. Thanks for joining us here. On this channel, we like to do a lot of outboard, and boat related topics with a bunch of other craziness thrown in there. So my last two videos, I brought in this little British Seagull. It's a British silver century, something like that. What is it? It's a British silver seagull. No, it don't say nothing about century. It just says British silver seagull. So, I don't know the horsepower or whatnot. Maybe you guys could weigh in on that. But I want to give a big shout out to subscriber Keith, who sent me some PDF files with the breakdown of this motor. And it was helpful just looking at it. I still scratching my head a little bit with the parts I have in my box here and that lower, how that thing works. But we'll get there. We'll get there. You understand? We get there. But I cobbled together a fuel delivery system and put on the Seagull. I cleaned the carb. The float bowl is plastic and it has a big crack. I gookum-puckied that with some epoxy. The petcock at the tank was leaking real bad. So I found a little nylon one that I put in there. And I'll show it to you. I just cobbled it together. And I think it'll deliver fuel to it. And that way we'll see if it's going to be a runner, because I'm going to have to source these parts, that plastic fuel bowl, and the fuel hose on this has a crimped banjo fitting on the end and everything, so it's not something I could probably just gin up here. I mean, I probably could, but I'd like to buy the right stuff for it if it's going to be a halfway decent runner. But it needs a really good super clean bath is what it needs. And hopefully the weather will break here in a little bit and I can get this thing outside and get it all cleaned up. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to get back on this Seagull and see if we can at least get it to run. So that's the plan anyway. But as you know, you never, ever know what's going to show up at this little shop. But until something does, let's get at it. Okay, I got this thing back together. This gas tank was pretty dirty, even though I rinsed it out. I saw that there was some black crap in here, so I went ahead and put a fuel filter. This is just cobbled together. This thing's got epoxy on it. This bowl leaks. This banjo fitting leaks. I found another thing that I could put in here that's plastic or nylon to get the hose. So this is just a cobbled up mess that I'm going to try just to see if this thing will run. So that's what we're going to do. So let me get her in the tank and we'll see what the happens. I think we're under there. I'm gonna have to start up this noise box here. I imagine she's gonna be smoking a little. So you'll see what I see. Turn on some noise. Choke it. Well, boys and girls, you know what it means when I wear this hat. It means that somebody came bearing gifts. So, it's Christmas in April. Let's go look. Well, looky there. Isn't that the smallest 140 horsepower motor you ever seen? And if you look right in there, it says Archimedes Penta. Archimedes Penta 140. That is a 14 horse. You know how Mercury does theirs? A 200 is a 20 horse. A 500 is a 50 horse. Well, the boys at Archimedes Penta jumped on that bandwagon too. This is a little 14 horsepower. I have about a 4-part video series on this motor. I took this thing all apart. And I had to fabricate some of the stuff like the fuel pump and everything just to get it going. But this ain't the one I wanted to show you. This ain't the one that somebody brought me as a gift. But take a good look at that one. What you can see of it. Remove some stuff. But if you look down there, you'll see that the propeller on that is orange. Kind of interesting. Now, here's what came being a gifted to me. That one right there. A Volvo Penta. And as you can see, it also is a 140 horsepower. But it's not an Archimedes Penta. It's a Volvo Penta. And that too would be a 14 horsepower. And let's look at the propeller. Yep. It's orange. And that's factory paint, by the way. That ain't me. That's factory paint. So, now, there's going to be a little quiz. Somebody's going to win a nice t-shirt. These Volvo Pentas, Archimedes Pentas, basically the Penta Corporation. This engine was also, to some degree, involved with one other outboard maker that made that prop and I think maybe even the whole lower unit. Same with the Archimedes Penta, but it was a third outboard that had been involved with the creation of these. So that was one that I got as a gift. And we'll look at that a little more later. Here's the other one. This little short shaft Evan Rudy cutie. This little 9.9. To get you over here, I think you can. Yeah, that's the side I want to go on. You can see the tiller snapped off, but that ain't no big deal. But I was really surprised. A guy bought a place and he said, this is in a shed, and he just wanted it out of there. I said, I'll take it. But it turns over good. Got good, feels like it's got good compression. But that is very clean. I believe that's about a 1976 right in there, if I remember right. But little 9.9, but for up here it's pretty clean. For a saltwater motor, it's got the troll feature, so you can, I think that's what they called it, was the troll setting. It's got that. Shifts in and out of gear nice. Very clean under there, so looks really good. So that was the other Christmas present in April. Nice little 9.9. QT. And I've got a few tiller handles for it. Don't want to break that handle. There we went. Well, I wanted to take a little film of this right here. This is Gibson Cove down in here. And that's the main road up there. And what you're looking at here is the Gibson Cove Cannery, who has for sure seen better days. And they have slated to tear it down. And I don't know how many years it's been here. I know it's been here for way back in the day. And they're going to tear it down, demolish it. And so I thought I'd take a little video before they do. I tell you, I wouldn't mind getting that siding right there. But I'm sure they'll just crumble it all up. Yeah, some of that's good. Same with over there. Yeah. All this is going to be tore down. It hasn't been operational in years anyway. But I think they did operate it up until the early 90s. And there are parts of it, I would think, that could be salvaged and probably will be. I don't know if they'll take out the piers as well. Probably will. Sorry, it's a little windy. The old Van Elliott. Been sitting there for years too. But yeah, this once was a quite viable cannery here in Gibson Cove. The town of Kodiak's over that way. That building that you're seeing there is a fish meal factory. They take all the scraps from fish processing and turn it into fish meal. And then it can be sold as pet food, filler, and that kind of thing. Yeah, the old Van Elliott looking a little on the rough side these days. But she's floating. Yeah. Heck, that anchor system and windlass probably worth good bit of money. Another crane there. might as well tear it down because most of it's fallen down. And there's a day hold for fish, I guess. Unload them off the boat, put them in there, and probably pump them into the cannery. That's a steam shed over there, I think, that created the steam for all the processing. And the steam ran from that big retort boilers over there through that line into the canneries where they can the fish. And I don't know if the retorts are still inside this building. Retort is nothing but a giant pressure canner. That's all it is. And they would have them lined up in there. Each one of them's about 5 foot high, 5 foot in diameter, and about 20 feet long, something like that. But see what this dock looks like over here. Bet I'll scare up some ducks right over here. They like to hold up in there. Sometimes. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Ain't none today. No duckies. Yeah, so that'd be the boiler building there. Where they make it a steam. Send it round to the cannery. Big giant pump of some kind, compressor pump or something. It's just kind of dead ends here. Gibson Cove Cannery, Kodiak, Alaska, April 24th, 2024. Yeah. Just wanted to get it on film before it's gone. Because once it's gone, I can't get it on film. Alrighty, so we got her in the tank. I got the fuel and the cobbled up carburetor fuel delivery system. Turn on this noise box and you'll see what I'm going to see. I'll leave it in there. I'll leave it in there. Just a little gas, I think. I'm going to show you something too. Probably right about there when I get it out. Let me show you something that I'm noticing. Water or gas. But anyway, gas off. I don't think you're going to be able to. Yeah, maybe a little. But the filter's already starting to look pretty dirty. And I don't know, you see that black stuff right there? Well, before I had the filter on, there was some in the bottom of this hose. So this tank needs to come off again and be really cleaned. I thought I cleaned it. I thought I rinsed it out with gas and all, but it's still got yuck inside there. But you can see that's a cobbled up mess of a carburetor. Heck, the carburetor ain't try that again. Maybe something like that. And that fuel filter seems to be leaking if I move it. But hey, she's a runner. And then also for you, let me cut this off. I think I can cut it off now. I'm mostly de-smoked. There's some number. Where did I see them? Oh, right here. There's some numbers in there that I think if I can. It says it says EFNRL, and then below that, I can't tell if that first thing's a number or just where it's been dinged, but it says 964, D as in dog, D 9. 964 DD9. That's what this thing is. And on the side over here, it says British Silver Seagull. But hey, it at least will run. How did I get all zoomed in? Okay. So, I guess I was trying to show you them numbers and such. Yeah, it's a runner. Still don't know about this shifty thing. It does move that in and out, and there's some lugs that are going to catch something, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to have to get a pair of vice grips or something. Clamp that hose because it's leaking, even with the valve. So that ain't much of a valve, I'd say. I'll put it up here, then it can't. That's a pretty one there. Most of the time, this time of year, the eagles' heads are all dirty. But that's a good looking bird. Hello, how you doing on the light pole that has grass growing on it? Yeah, good looking bald eagle. Clean white feathers on the tail and the head. He says, I'm majestic and handsome. How you doing up there on the light pole? Hey there, buddy. Look how calm the harbor is. Boat tied up here to shimmy ya. Nice and calm. I guess they've got some pot cod fishing going on right now. Maybe it just ended, I'm not sure. And then those boats, that type right there, the seiners, they'll start going after the salmon here this right around the beginning of the May. They also got a little bit, from what I understand, a little bit of herring fishing going on. But it's nice and calm in the harbor tonight. Here soon I'll take a do a walk and tour around both St. Herman's and this one here, both harbors, and see if any new or interesting boats have showed up. Yeah. Bye, Mr. Bald Eagle. All right, so the little Seagull is a runner. Now I have to source these parts. I found a place over in the UK that has a website. I can't remember the name of it. Spirited or something like that. But anyway, they have the parts that I need, and I clicked on them and put them in my little basket, my little shopping cart. And then when I went to check out, it said I have to enter some kind of code to use my credit card. I don't know nothing about that, you understand? So I'll have to figure that out. But I just wanted to make sure this thing was going to run halfway decent. It does run. It pees water very nicely. The gas tank has to come back off and get a thorough cleaning. Carburetor, probably after that yuck in there, well, I mean, I got a filter there, but it'll still need to come off and get cleaned up. And then I need a new throttle cable and especially a new fuel hose with the banjo fitting, you understand. So I gotta get that. And but yeah, so this one might be getting a little bit long, but as I said, on the Volvo Penta, Archimedes Penta, it is my understanding there was a third outboard company involved in the creation of those outboards. And if you know who it is, down below. And for those that guess right, I'll use the old eBay auto shuffle. YouTube auto shuffle. And one of you guys is going to get this. This is a size extra large. So if you're smaller, you could use it as a nightshirt, whatever. But it's brand new. And whoever can answer what the third company was, outboard company, that was involved with them Volvo Archimedes Pentas, then I'll do the YouTube shuffle and whatever names for all those that guess it right. One of y'all get that. So, and I send it to you. So this one's probably getting a little bit long, and so that is one more hack from Kodiak, and thank you for watching. More vids are coming on Inside Outboards with your host, kodibass.